Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with the endpoints feature on Segmind, what it is, how it works, and what to expect. So endpoints allow you to deploy dedicated GPU hardware for Segmind models to better suit your needs. Today, we'll be comparing the performance for a model via the public API and the same model on an H100 endpoint. So let's dive right in. So for this demonstration, we will be using FaceOff V4 endpoint, which allows you to swap the face of the source image into a target image. To measure the request latency, we'll use Chrome DevTools, which is right click, inspect, and then go to the network tab. I'll click generate here to run the default request and see how long it takes. With the public API, all requests go into a shared queue, which means that your request might be stuck waiting behind a bunch of other requests before it even starts running. The time it spends in GPU is usually dependent on a bunch of factors like the source image size, the size of the target image, parameters like steps, model type, so on and so forth, and the current workload on this FaceOff V4 endpoint. So here it took around 2.2 minutes, out of which it spent 21 seconds on the GPU. So what if you don't want to wait this much? Well, that's where endpoints come in. So let's go ahead and create an endpoint for this on H100. And while this endpoint is starting up, I already have a pre-created endpoint for FaceOff V4 on H100. You can see it's already running. So when it shows these green bars, it means that the endpoint is up and ready to start receiving requests. In the newly created endpoint, it's still starting up. So bear in mind, it might take around 15 minutes or more to get the endpoint up the first time. So meanwhile, the first endpoint is starting up. Let's try to run the request on the endpoint I already have. So here, let's run the default request once more and see how long this takes. Okay, so here it took around 18 seconds, out of which 13.29 seconds were spent in the GPU, so significantly lesser queuing and faster inferences. Bear in mind that the first couple of requests might be longer before the endpoint starts up. So always remember to do a proper load test with 10 or more requests in a production endpoint. That's it for this video. If you have any other questions, go through the docs or drop us a message on Discord. Happy to help. Thank you.